let's go get some petrol. Couple of stories or topics today. I'll probably split it up into 2 vlogs for you lovely people, because I know the human attention span is that of shit. But great success. My mic, new mic, my Purple Panda mic, appears to work, and it seemed to work quite flawlessly. So hurrah, hooray, everyone is gay. All this effort just to get some fucking petrol, because my town had the cheekiness to not build a petrol garage right by where I live. How fucking dare they? Yeah, it might look like the sun's coming out, but it's still like the fucking Antarctic. But yeah, it's always a good conversation starter to talk about injuries and brutalities that I have personally had and suffered. And the main one, which I always end up talking about, because to me it was fucking traumatic. I was I think I'd just turned 11 by like 1 week. And me and a mate were on our bikes, on our BMXs, and we were heading to, well, our local skate park. It was basically just a fucking skate bowl. It was a really shit one, but we wanted to have a go. But so me and my mate, we were racing there, and we were kids, so we weren't going that fucking fast. And this bloke, he was probably about fucking 25, 26. He just like started racing with us, right? And bear in mind, I used to actually race BMX for my local town, right? So I was pretty good, and he didn't like the fact of that a little kid was almost fucking beating him, right? So what he done, alright, petrol time. I will continue in a few mementos. Right, fucking hell. I don't know what the fuck my bike's been fucking doing. But in the past week I have used about £2 worth of petrol, or like $2.50 fucking cents, or whatever the exchange rate is. That's fucking mental. That's nothing. Well, I'm not gonna fucking complain. Each time I come out, I'm behind a white learner driver car. But yeah, anyway, story time. Yeah, so we were racing down this long dirt track, and this bloke was barely keeping up, but he kind of just got up to me enough and he pushed me off my bike. We were going as fast as we fucking could, and he just pushed me off my bike, and instead of going away from him, my bike kind of went underneath me and I went towards him. And you think, oh, that doesn't sound too bad, but my right arm, while he was moving, went through his back fucking wheel. So basically my arm clean snapped at the top. Just a clean fucking break. And I was shitting myself. Weird thing is, adrenaline kicked in at the time, and it hurt, it just felt like a massive bruise. And it felt like I was moving my arm as normal, but literally nothing was happening. And then I looked and my arm was just fucking dangling down, and this bloke was just shitting himself because he didn't know what to fucking do. My mate was fucking useless at the time. He was just staring at me with his mouth open. So I'm like, right, shit, well, I've got to fucking get home. So, and this was before the time of this was before the time of mobile phones, so I had to walk home with a broken fucking arm. But luckily I saw someone I knew, it was like a boyfriend of a family member, and he managed to walk me home to my dad. And luckily I went to hospital. That was one of my favourite injuries of all time. Another funny one was hang on, put my visor down. Well, another funny one is well, I was probably about 15, 16 at the time. My dad had to go away for a couple of weeks just to help a mate out, and obviously I was capable of taking care of myself. But on the day he left, I went to see a good mate. And we ended up deciding to have a bit of a rumble. Not a fight, we were just like fucking about. And he like slipped, and out of instinct he grabbed me and pulled me down, like on top of where he was. And it kind of, as he went down, my head was higher than his head, and my forehead decided to hit a concrete post. Now, not like full on smack it, this was like a concrete post that had a jagged edge. So instead of like smacking it clean and knocking myself out, my forehead sliced down the side of it. And I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to have a massive bruise now. Right, so I got up. I was like pretty pissed off, and my mate was just staring at me with his mouth wide fucking open, as they do. And he's like, oh shit, 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 you alright, you alright? I'm like, yeah, my head just fucking hurts. And he said, look in the reflection. So I looked in the glass and I could see my fucking skull. It had literally sliced my head, the front of my head fucking wide open, and there was just fucking blood started to gush out. So he nearly fucking fainted. His dad had to take me to hospital. So obviously it's not too bad of an injury because the dad bandaged me up, so I didn't look too bad. There you go, Trevor, Vespa. That's the 125 version, I think. Yeah, so I get home, I'm all bandaged up, so I make that obligatory phone call to my dad. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Dad, you know you said to be responsible and be grown up and take care of myself while you're gone. It's like, yeah. Like, yeah, I've just split my fucking head open, mate. It's like, you twat. Lucky enough I was alright, he could stay where he was. But it's good because I got to have some time off school. Because my school at the time was shit. Yeah, that's the end of that little moto vlog. I'll see you guys later.